Hey YouTube, what's going on, and welcome back to Cairo and his things. I got my hands on another Trustfire here, so today we're going to be looking at the L5. So first, let's take a look at what's inside the box. So here's our box here. So as you can see, it shows a max 1050 lumens. We're looking at double stacked batteries in there, so this is going to be a pen style light. I don't know if that's really the correct term because a lot of these are going to be thicker than an actual pen, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's designed kind of like that. And then on the back here, it shows us just some of the measurements and stuff like that. All right, so let's see what comes all in it outside of the flashlight. So it comes with USB A to C, a manual, an extra gasket, and it also comes with a lanyard. And so I didn't actually have the unboxing video because this came like the day I was leaving for vacation. So I just unboxed it real quick so I could take it with me on vacation. So here's the flashlight, and yeah, let's take a look at the dimensions. And while we're taking a look at that, let's look at some comparisons here. So here is another double stacked, double A double stack size here. So you'll see the comparison. All right, there we go. So it looks like the Trustfire is a little bit shorter. The tube might just be a little bit smaller on the Trustfire and on the head. I think the Trustfire might have just a tiny bit bigger head there. So very, very close in size if you're familiar with the ThruNite Archer 2AV3. Pretty popular light. So yeah, very close in size there. I think the Trustfire might be just slightly smaller. And here is the Convoy T6. This takes one single AA or 14500. And there's the size difference there. So there you go. So that's what you're working with as far as the size on the Trustfire L5. For the battery and the charging, this does not unscrew at the head, so it's tail only. It comes with two 14500s, lithium ions, 3.7 volts, and we're looking at 900 milliamp is what's listed on these. You know, I love this brand, Trustfire. First time I ever tried one was last year, and they've already had some of my favorite lights in my collection since I've gotten them. But man, these battery designs here are awful, aren't they? Like, the way these look, I think that needs some updating. But anyways, we're working with two 14500s, and there you go. So you just pop those down in there. And screw the tail back on. Now, for a lot of these double stacked style flashlights here, these pen style flashlights, they don't come with any type of USB-C recharging. This does, however, and it's pretty cool how they do it because it's hidden here. So you see unlock, lock. So we're going to turn it to the left to unlock. When we unscrew that, here we have the USB port. And so that's completely hidden and it's threaded there. So basically, when you're using this, if you get water on the light or whatever, you have no risk to the USB port. So you can recharge this via USB-C recharging. With that said, though, you really got to make sure that the batteries are on even playing fields there. Don't mix and match batteries, because if you have one close to full battery and one close to empty battery, that's not going to be good for the batteries or for this light. So make sure you're just using the two same batteries that are not discharged, one more than the other. If you're not sure about it, you can always just pull out, you know, a third-party charger. Charge them separately if you want. But if you're going to charge them via USB, just make sure that they're on the same level there. Now let's take a look at the design on this flashlight, starting from the back. So we've got a rubber mechanical tail switch here. Got a very nice click to it, solid. You definitely feel it. But I do have one complaint on it, and that is, you'll see we can activate the light there, but if I get it all the way from the, well, there we go, right there. See that? I've got my nail dug into the very edge of the rubber there. Try to do it all the way around. It's only on the edge there, but you see that, right? No lights coming on. Let me move my finger in just a little bit here, and now it comes on. So it's only on the very edge of the rubber, but I like when the mechanical switch will turn on no matter how far over on that rubber button that you get. So this one, if you get on the very, very edge, well, got it that time, right there, it won't turn on. So just a heads up on that. Now you'll see I did put in the lanyard here. It can kind of tail stand, but not easily, and I'm having trouble doing it from this angle. But I'd say if you're going to put on a lanyard, don't really expect it to tail stand. It does come with a clip. I really like this two-way clip that they put on it. It's actually a real solid, nice clip. And you'll see that they actually put it up pretty close to the tail here, so that the majority of this is going to be in your pocket, so you're not going to have much sticking out of your pocket. Now as we get onto the tube of the flashlight here, you see we have this kind of just standard spiral knurling, but man, I'm telling you guys, I know you can't tell this from video, but feel in hand, this is so nice. It's premium quality. The build quality is fantastic. That's one thing that I seem to just keep mentioning on every time I get a Trustfire flashlight, is I'm like, wow, their build quality just feels so much better than all the other flashlights on the market. I mean, just like this Through Night, for example, way different feel in hand here. This Trustfire is on a whole different level as far as the quality that you're dealing with there. So really like that. Additionally, we do have, as we move up here to the head, a bezel here, crenulated bezel. Pretty nice. Doesn't get in the way. And you can see we've got our LED down in there with just a standard reflector. Now, I do want to talk about the user interface next. Easy user interface to use. If you're familiar with a lot of the single AA flashlights that are on the market, that you simply click to change the output, that's what you're dealing with. So you click through to cycle through your low, medium, high. That's not my favorite mode. I like having two buttons to be able to cycle through, but if you're going to do tail switch only, that's usually what you're going to be working with. It does have momentary if you just partially click in, and it will stay on as long as you hold it. Okay, so when we turn it on, I'm just going to turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on, and that's how we're going to cycle through our modes. If you do it really fast though, you're going to activate the strobe mode. So you got low, medium, and high, and it's really that simple. So this is a flashlight that you could hand to pretty much anybody, even if they're not really into the hobby of flashlights, and they'll be able to use this. A lot of people know, that's a basic user interface. A lot of people know, okay, I just got to click through my modes, and that's it. Low, medium, high, that's what you're working with. So really simple to use. As far as performance, let's go ahead and take a look at those numbers on the side of the screen. And next up, let's take this outside and see what it can do with some beam shots. Final thoughts on the Trustfire L5. Well, for one, it feels way better quality than just about any of the competitors, any of these double stacked pen style flashlights. I don't know of any that are going to match the build quality that this one has. I love the overall design of it. It's sleek, it's simple. It's very easily pocketable with the size and where they put the clip and everything. It's really nice to keep this in pocket, even with it being a little bit longer. Works well. I do wish that it had a moonlight mode. It's nice that it's got a simple low, medium, high user interface, but I love having an ultra low moonlight mode. That's one thing that I do wish that it had on this flashlight. I do have a comparison video coming soon, but I want to get each of the individual review videos up. I've got a number of these. Probably at least like maybe 5 of these videos coming out where they're all going to be double stack style, pen style flashlights. And then I'm going to do a video that compares all of them one with another. And the Trustfire, I'll just give you a heads up, is going to finish very well. This holds up great. So if you're already sold on it, definitely grab it. But if not, take a look out for that video. I think you'll like how it does against the competition. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.